Yo, what's up? It's the one and only Hip Hop Gamer, Hot 97, Logitech G. It's going down, baby. You see the title. You know what I'm saying? Esports players, all right? Stop getting robbed, signing the bad deals, all right? That's one thing we got to talk about today. So before we get into that and stuff, we're going to play a few rounds of Mortal Kombat 11. You know, the movie just came out and stuff, so we're going to play a few rounds of the game right now online. But I got a special guest for y'all today. I got my man Justin J. Jacobson, all right? He's the head of gaming at Ford Models, you know, for esports. And he's an attorney, and he has a lot to say. So a lot of y'all interested in getting in the world of esports or just doing better business, you know, in the game industry overall, you do not want to miss this. So right now, let's get up into these battles. One love and God bless. Let's get it popping. Let me know if everything look good and sound good too. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Online.
So we're gonna play a few online matches. Hopefully it doesn't take long to get in a match. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it's gonna be taking like a while to get in a match.
Combat League, ranked set.
So this is league sets. The Combat League, this is league sets that we are playing. So every battle, like, you gotta play in the form of a set. So let's get it. Loader high in the building. One love and God bless. Welcome to the stream, man. How you doing? How's the family? You know what I'm saying? Please, you know, like, share, you know, subscribe, all that good stuff. And like I said, special guest today is Justin J. Jacobson, the attorney with Ford Models, head of gaming and esports. And like I said, pay attention to the esports deals and the business that's going on. You got to know your business. So my boy Justin is going to be a guest on the show, and he's going to shed a lot of light on y'all. I got a crazy interview with him. All right, so we're going to play a few matches of Mortal Kombat 11, a few battles, and we're going to get to it. Let's get it. Joseph Jones in the building. Salute. What's going on, yo? Much love. Hollywood Sports in the building. Salute. What's going on, man? How's the family, bro? Tech and Good Jets. I see you. What's going on, son? One love. Let me know if everything looks good and sounds good too, y'all. All right. Lao versus Scorpion. I mean Sub-Zero. Please like, subscribe, and share if you're having a good time. Let's get it. Sinclair in the building. My dude, salute. All right, let me focus because I got a battle right now. Let's get it. Sub-Zero was crazy in the Mortal Kombat movie too.
Lives long, but a cold heart feels no pain.
They made him a beast in that movie.
Round one, fight.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. We out here.
You're a disgrace.
Donnell Weaver is in the building. What's up? I gave the movie a 7 out of 10.
Fight.
I like the movie. The fighting was dope, but there's still a lot that could have been a lot better, in my opinion, with that movie. Oh, come on, man. Oh. Oh, come on. Let's go! What a fight, baby! What a fight! Let's Let's go, baby. That was crazy. That was crazy right there. That was a fire victory just now. Let's get it. Ramon, what's up, Ramon? Yeah, I feel the same way, man. The movie, it was good, but there was a lot more that they could have done, in my opinion. Word up. Rochelle in the building. Oh, is that Rochelle? Rochelle Hines? What's going on? God bless, what's popping. So, we about to start the next match. Let's get it. Now, I love the way Mortal Kombat does their, you know, like their online in terms of the way they set it up in sets. You know, so it kind of like forces you to have a full set, like how it's supposed to be when it comes to you know, like fighting game tournaments and stuff. So that's dope. Rochelle, I love you. I miss you. How you been, son? What's going on? How's the family? Oh man, this is crazy. Donnell White Jr. is in the building. One love and God bless. How you feeling? Walter James, what's going on, son? So like I said, I got a major interview that y'all need to see with my man Justin J. Jacobson about the business of esports. He got his own book and everything. This is my man. So after a few rounds of this, we're gonna go to the interview, so don't miss it.
Prove it. Round 1.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely going in with Resident Evil. Oh shoot. Okay. All right. I'm trying to be disrespectful. Oh! Okay, he's being real disrespectful right now. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, I did it too early. I did it too early. My bad, yo.
Round 2. Fight.
Henry Mack in the building. What's up, baby? Oh, come on. Hey. Oh, come on. Dang, man. Brandon Johnson, what's going on? Yo, that was a good fight. That was a good fight. I could have had that. Yeah, I'm playing on PlayStation 5. I'm playing on PlayStation 5, y'all. I gotta get my rematch, though. Gotta get my rematch. Let's go. Yo, Deb Carlene in the building. What's up, Deb?
Round.
All right, let's get it.
Fight.
Let's go. Let's go. We out here, son. We out here in these streets. Let's go.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, man. Dang. 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 Dang, I did it too early. Hey. What's up, Crown? What's poppin'? Dang.
Final round.
Yo, Jerry, yeah. David Jaffe, baby. Make sure y'all stay tuned to that. Let's go. Dang. Oh, come on, man. Oh, no! Oh, my gosh. Dang, that was a good fight. That was a good fight. What up, Cloud? What's poppin'? That was a good fight. I respect it. That could have went either way. It could have went either way. Got that. Ralph Mack in the building. Salute the Ralph. What's going on, baby? Yo, Deb, yo, do you got Mortal Kombat 11 on PlayStation 5? Because if you got it, you can hop in right now and get this smoke, son. You can get this work. Let's get it. That was a good battle right there. I respect that. That was a good set. Let's see if he wants to do a rematch. All right, we rematching, baby. So after this rematch, we're going to go to the interview with Justin J. Jacobson. He's going to talk about the business of esports, all right? Like, it's a lengthy interview. It's like, I think 30, 35 minutes. So it's a lot being said. So you might want to check it out, all right? I'm telling y'all, it's going to be crazy. Yo, Anna Rodriguez, what's up, Anna? What's poppin'? Salute. Wow, he labeled his skill set as old dirty bastard. Wow, let's go. Wu-Tang in the building. Wu-Tang forever, y'all. Wu-Tang. Yeah, do you got it on PlayStation 5? Do you got the game on PlayStation 5? Because if you got the game on PlayStation 5, I could set up a room. And then it'll be me and you, and we could battle for the audience.
Retro Kid.
Let's go. All right, let me stay focused, man. I could beat this guy. Let me just stay focused. He's good, though.
Round 1. Fight.
Okay. Oh, come on, man. Let's go! Let's go! That's how you do it, baby! We out here. What a match, baby.
One path is better.
Yo, Guap, what up, Guap? What's poppin'? Stay tuned. After this match, well, after this set, we're gonna discuss the esports stuff. Let's go. We out here. Let's go, baby. We got that. We got that, son. So, yeah, Guap. So, what we're going to do is, after this particular set, we're going to go to that interview. So, don't go anywhere. And there's a lot you go... Yo, my man, Justin, I'm telling you, there's a lot he has to say. So, yeah. All right, we just leveled up, baby. And that's cool. You could give accolades out. I'm giving him an accolade because he's pretty dope. Yeah, to show him love. All right, we can go to the rematch. All right, so let's get it. So I guess he's probably going to change his character. Yo, so I'm telling y'all right now, he might go with Noob Saibot. He's pretty good with Noob Saibot, so he might go with Noob Saibot.
Kung Lao.
My next character is Baraka. I'm trying to get more nicer with Baraka. Yo, Guap, you stupid. Yo, Guap, you mad funny. He said my regular job is robbing me anyway, so I might as well get robbed for something I love doing. Yo, shout out to Guap. Yo, Guap, where you from, son? Yo, real talk, Guap, a personality like that could get you far, yo. For real, that's hilarious.
Round 1. Fight.
Come on, are you serious, B? Oh, the internet connection, the connection acting stupid right now, man. Oh, come on, man. Let's go! Got him, baby. Providence, shout out to Providence in the building. I see you. Nah, this the internet the connection was acting funny, man. I don't like that. Like it's not a real win. I wonder if he left. I think he left the match. Alright, he left the match, y'all. Alright. Flawless victory for me. We about to get into this interview, y'all.
Fatality. Kung Lao wins. Flawless victory.
Alright, so right now, we about to get into that interview that I was telling y'all about with my man Justin J. Jacobson, Ford Models, head of gaming for esports and gaming. He's an attorney, and time to listen up, take notes,
Online,
all of that.
Kombat League.
It's about to be serious right now. All right. So on that note, let's get it popping. Welcome to the Hip Hop Gamer Show, the one and only, the attorney for Ford Models, gaming and esports. I give to y'all my dude, Justin J. Jacobson. Let's get it. It's the one and only Hip Hop Gamer, Hot 97, Logitech G, Ford Models in the building. Now listen, I always talk about Ford Models. Y'all see me tagging my man Justin all the time, you know what I'm saying? But I gotta give my dude a proper introduction. So my dude, hardcore gamer, hardcore lawyer, hardcore friend and brother. I wanna give it up to the one and only, the man that got the book. He got the book that's giving you the essentials on how to make it in esports and make the right decisions with you and your team and your organization. He's the go-to. He's the green light. I give it up for the one and only Justin Jacobson. What's going on, baby? How you feel, son?
I feel amazing. You know, I'm ready to run through a wall after that intro.
Yo, that's the way it's supposed to be, son. You know what I'm saying? You a hip-hop gamer right now. So, bro, let's jump right into it, man. Like, we know what you're known for, but I want to know how you got to that point. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, like, why gaming, period? Like, what about games? What about the business of games? What attracted you to the career that you're in today?
Well, you know, I've always grown up from video games, you know, from Nintendo to Sega to N64. And, you know, now I have Xbox and PlayStation. So,
Yep.
pretty much gaming in some form. Was a big StarCraft and StarCraft 2 guy, so spent more hours playing that with my friends, and I'll probably want to admit. But and then I kind of always transitioned to the entertainment and sports world, and about 5 years ago, I really kind of noticed what was going on like this really high level here, and noticed just a lot of similarities between what I was doing with professional athletes and musicians and fashion designers, and kind of how you can bring some of these legal and business kind of techniques and procedures over to the esports and gaming world. And from there, I just started to work with different talent and started to do deals for them, and started to really familiarize myself with working with the different teams, a lot of the different organizations, and how to deal with the players. Because as we know, talent are very interesting.
Yes.
They're interesting. We'll leave it at that. So, you have to have a certain way to deal with them and a certain mannerism, and you only learn that by doing.
Yeah, absolutely. So one thing that's very intriguing about you and your profession is a lot of times when you think about someone that's a lawyer, then esports and gaming, a lot of people think that gaming is just for playing the game. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's still, especially, parents and a lot of people that's just not in the space, they still trying to wrap their head around the fact that there's so much more like that you could do. So in your experience, like when you talk to different people in leagues and talent, what do you tell them in terms of the importance of adding value to their brand and them as an individual instead of just being put in a box as you do this because that's what you are? Like, how do you help with that?
I mean, I think that's really important is to, find essentially what the talent wants and kind of what the brand wants, and kind of be able to deliver it, but deliver it on like an authentic and engaging way so that people want to do it, that they see that you have passion for it and you're really putting your all into it, because you can tell when someone's just doing it and going through the motions. And I think, especially in the talent world, you want someone who's enthusiastic, who really likes the product they're pushing and, really kind of believes in it, because that makes you as a viewer, consumer, believe in it more. If every single day you're saying, oh, it's so great, I love this headset, I hear everything crystal clear, as opposed to people that are complaining about their mouse and keyboard, or, it's like, that stuff's all sponsored. So, I think that the way you engage with it adds a lot of value to, whatever partners you have.
Got you. So now let's before we get into the book, there's one more question I want to ask you before we get into the book. But what's some of the things that you experienced personally, and what are you observing right now that you don't like? You know what I'm saying? That's going on in esports, let alone gaming as a whole. Like if somebody came to you was like, yo, Just, here's what's going on. I think it's a problem. How do you fix it? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what's those things that you like don't like or can't stand that you would love to be in a position to fix?
I mean, I think, and it's kind of changed a lot more in the recent years, just kind of the way it is between like, pro players and the talent and the teams and the organizations. A lot of this, some of the agreements I've seen, especially in the, the lower tier 2 and tier 3 organizations, maybe not these big tier 1s that have gotten, millions of dollars from celebrities and venture capitalists, but the teams that are just kind of, doing stuff in the semi-pro, the contenders league, trying to be that Cinderella story that makes it to a contest or a tournament and does well and then maybe gets picked up. So that's where I see a lot of issues with just the way the agreements are structured. Teams really trying to take advantage of players who are just so excited to get paid to play a video game that, they're playing and dedicating their all into anyway. And now it teams like, hey, we're going to give you money to do what you're already doing. And people just jump. And I've seen agreements that players have signed, and I can't believe what I've seen. And I just looked at an agreement last week with a player, and I was like, you can't sign this. Like, this is not like a thing that you can do, because they are just too one-sided. It's like, if you don't do this, we can take away half your money. If you don't do this, it's just like, that's just not how this works. And I think a lot of, especially from the talent side, are just so excited and don't really think about it from that kind of angle, where it's like, okay, they always think everything's going to be great. I'm going to get my money on time, and everything's going to be fine and dandy. But, we live in the real world where that rarely happens. And, there are a lot of things out of people's control. And, I've seen players that are like, owed months back salary, where it's like, they haven't
Mm.
been paid for like 6 or 7 months, and it's like, like you got to just stop.
What?
Like, yeah. I mean, there are these orgs, especially in like some mobile games and some other teams that it's like money was supposed to come in, and tournament money gets delayed, a sponsorship falls through, and now you're 2 months behind on paying players, and it just kind of pigeonholes. And these
Mm.
kids who, even if they're 19, 20 years old, they're still kids in this, financial and legality sense. And, I always say to players, it's like, put a looking for a team post that you're a free agent. I guarantee you that'll get your team owner's attention.
Yeah.
Someone, and it was just kind of one of these things where it's just like, they would never want to rock the boat. They're like, oh, it's coming, it's coming. He say it's coming, it's coming. And it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, when it's gonna come. Like, it's like at this
Exactly.
point,
And like, we know
it's
it's
not
not
about the
coming.
win.
After a certain time, it's not
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah,
So
that's crazy. That's
it's
crazy.
a shame. It's a shame because you have really good kids, that are like, they're late on rent, they're missing bills now because all this money was supposed to be coming, and they plan their lives on it. And
Yeah. I get it. I get it. So now let's jump into the book. You know what I'm saying? Now, first off, what do you want people to take away from the book? Like, what's some of those gems? Like, a few things that you could share with the audience that may not have, read the book yet, but, have the interest there. What's some of the things in this book that you feel would be extremely valuable on the business end of esports to help educate those that wants to get in?
well, yeah. So the essential guide to the business and law of esports and professional gaming is out, and I really tried to give kind of a behind the scenes look of what's really going on. I tried to
Mm.
really explain to, individuals, whether you're already in it and trying to learn more about it, or people that are trying more academic lens, or, just a gamer or someone trying to start a team. And I really wanted to give you advice on some things you might look at, trademarking your logo or your team name, copywriting images and logos, getting photographers and videographers to sign agreements, a lot of this
Mm.
rights management stuff that a lot of stuff kind of gets just glossed over and you just don't think about. And, then, I would say the most unique thing is actually taking some, major player agreements and caster and coach and sponsorship deals and kind of going through them and giving you some insight into what some of the clauses mean, and just kind of what's developed in the industry when you're kind of looking at these pro player and, top caster deals. And then it's just more, social media promotional tips about, hashtag ad and disclosures and really understanding why you have to do this. And then music licensing, because I think there's a lot of
Mm.
misconceptions with the DMCA and what you can do on stream and in videos. And, I tried to explain why you have to get licenses and why you can't just play a Drake or Rihanna song on Twitch just cause, why there are all these licensing mechanisms and
Mm.
what options might exist to get licensed music. For instance, Monster Cat, which is a big EDM
Yeah.
label, has a subscription service where you as a streamer can pay, $20 a month to have access to their whole catalog. And now you have licensed music. You don't have to worry about, DMCA, and you can use the music on whatever you want. So it's just really kind of explaining to people that maybe hear it but don't really know why.
Mm.
And, that I think is really important, because if you're going to do this and you want the next generation of, streamers and coaches to really understanding how to do this properly. And, I think that was what was really missing in the market, that like something like this really isn't out there. A lot of literature that's out there is very basic. It's very like, this is what esports is. This is what a MOBA game is. This is what League of Legends are. And that's great. And you need that stuff. But I wanted to kind of take it to that next level and be like, okay, well, players are getting visas and immigration. This
Mm.
might be some of the, evidence that you might submit. This is the stuff you need for your application. Wanted to kind of give you some information so you can kind of understand, like, okay, well, I need to get what is a recommendation from, notable press. I need to
Right.
show you my competitive history. I need to give you information on the tournament I'm, competing in. So starting to kind of give, whether you're an attorney, even a team working for a team, you're like, okay, well, I need a visa because I can't just bring over this non-US citizen to play here.
Right.
And
Right.
just even bringing that to their attention might not be something they're thinking about. And, I think that was also kind of, the intention is be like, okay, well, there's a lot of stuff going on here that if you don't do right, you could have problems. There's a big trend of players missing tournaments because they didn't get a visa in time. And
Wow.
that's a mistake.
This
Like
is
that shouldn't happen.
crazy.
Yeah, but like the government just doesn't move that quick, and sometimes you need to give them more information, and then you have to get approved by the embassy, and there's just a lot of moving parts that if you don't plan properly, you have top Overwatch players not being able to join their team in time, or not being part of the preseason, like the Philadelphia Fusion team,
Mm.
because the paperwork wasn't done in time.
Wow, yo, this is crazy. Yo, see, this is why y'all gotta check out the book, like for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Because even look, I'm very well versed in every area of gaming, but at the same time, I'm always learning, and I want to soak in that knowledge. And just talking to you right now, Jay, I'm getting it, like just from the conversation. So I appreciate that, man. I got a bunch more questions for you. So let's get right into it. Now, my next question is from a competitive standpoint in terms of your role. You know what I'm saying? As a, whether it's an agent, manager, or, lawyer, like everything that makes you. From a competitive standpoint, why should people, trust you? Why should people work with you? Because you being with Ford Models and you running the ship over at Ford Models for gaming and esports, that's big. Like that's big right there. And your roster is crazy. So name some of the other people, besides myself, you know what I'm saying? But name some other people that's on the roster, and why should people choose you instead of, like somebody else that's at CAA or UTA? Like let's get down to the nitty-gritty, because at the end of the day, if there's no reason why you stand out, then what's the point? So share that, man.
Well, yeah, I mean, everyone in the industry, I think, is doing a great job. I'm not going to ever talk bad on anyone. That's not my style. But, I think coming from the more traditional entertainment and sports world, that maybe a lot of them kind of are born and bred esports and gaming. I feel like I come from a different lens, a different understanding. And, my approach to whether it's brand development or talent development is just more centered on that, looking at a more holistic approach. And, even in conversations I've had with brands and agencies, they're like, your deck is just very different than what some of the other agencies are. You're giving more the story, the full picture of them, not just numbers. Like, yeah, we get it. They have this many impressions and they're, have really successful campaigns and all that. But what else is going on? Who are they as a person? And as you get up the totem pole in brands, that's more important than the numbers almost. The story of who. So, as you mentioned, in addition to, Mr. Hip Hop Gamer, we work with, WNBA player and Team Liquid streamer Ariel Powers, and former NFL player and college esports coach Amon Green, and, top Fortnite streamer Skeptic, and Brittany Johnson, who's head of creators at G2, and then some NBA 2K League coaches and some top Street Fighter pros, and some really top female gamers, including, on Digitas. So, we're really kind of a variety of players, casters, coaches, and just different personalities who bring more to the table. And I think that's kind of what I look at, and what sets us apart is that we're looking for unique one of ones, kind of these people that stand out from the mix, because there's so many good Overwatch players and League of Legends and Call of Duty and all these games that there's just a lot of interchangeability, whereas we're focused on people that really just fit into this unique category where it's like, you're a professional athlete who loves games. You're, a hip hop rapping guy who loves games. It's like more the intersection of music and sports and fashion and gaming, which is, kind of my bread and butter and what I've been born and bred in, to the gaming and esports, which is kind of really integrated in everything. So, we take that kind of more of a holistic approach to development because, yeah, I think, you want to make as much money as you can, get as many deal process as you can, but you also want to do the other things that enhance your value, getting the right looks, whether it's, appearing on a complex network or working with a charity or, just kind of supporting the other people around you in the industry, whether it's speaking on a panel or a conference. I think these are also what set you apart and add value, even if it's not necessarily X amount of dollars for it.
Right.
It puts your story in front of new people. It gives you something to promote that's not just, hey, check out my stream. Hey, check out my video. It kind of gets with some of the white noise when you think about it. If you look at a lot of these players, that's all that they're timeline is. Like if you look at their social media, it's just little clips of them with Fortnite, and it's cool. But like, how many Fortnite building clips do you want to see?
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
Oh
so it's like
man.
you start seeing a little bit of people that have fashion clips and lifestyle and working out. And, you know, I started to see a big trend of yoga, and, you know, health and wellness is a really big growing avenue of esports and gaming, where a lot of brands are trying to come in as like healthy gaming. You know, you can be active, but you can also be part of this gaming culture. So that's like a new trend that's starting to come. And, you know, I know Sweet Greens did an activation with Valkyrie, which, you know, I thought was great because I like Sweet Greens. It's a healthy salad. And, you know, so it was just kind of nice to see those kind of brands taking an interest at really, you know, the highest level.
Yeah, nah, that's crazy. That's crazy, son. So now, one thing that I really wanted to touch on, when it comes to the book in particular, is what are your plans, to create more impact with this book? And for me, on the outside looking in, I'm looking at it from a standpoint of like, what if there was, you know, certain things. Let's say you built an app around the things that you go through or things that people was going to learn in a book, and there was like daily challenges. Like if you're trying to do what Justin does, or you're trying to learn more about the space that Justin is in, there can actually be like an app that gives you, you know, certain things to do, certain things to try, certain things to learn, just to get you that much more involved with the space in an entertaining way. Because to me, one of the biggest problems and issues in esports and just gaming overall from an industry standpoint, when you look at a lot of personalities and stuff like that, a lot of people aren't that entertaining. And I give you what I mean. I agree. Yeah, I did an interview with Roy Jones, right? Shout out to Roy Jones Jr., you know what I'm saying? And I did an interview with Roy Jones. And Roy Jones was talking about the reason why his career was, you know, a lot bigger than what his actual record shows was because he wasn't just a boxer. He provided boxing entertainment. Exactly. So he was just somebody. Entertainer. Yeah. So he was someone that was interesting to watch. And if you look at music or any of these things, you can have somebody that don't sing well, but they know how to entertain you. So either way, I'm in. Because at the end of the day, if you can entertain me, I'm watching. And if I have your attention, that's money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's the way I was looking at it. So my question to you overall, it is, considering you're in the gaming space and esports space, will you, or have you thought of having your book be turned into an app or something that could be the standard across the board in an entertaining way?
Well, yeah, you know, right now I'm actually, you know, teaching an undergraduate and graduate course at University of North Carolina, Wilmington, where we're using the textbook, and I'll be teaching a high school class based on it this fall, as well as another college class. And I've actually created a high school interactive curriculum and a college level one that you know, and I'm also developing an educational course in Finland with this university based on it. So I'm already starting to really build the curriculum around it, from you know, an online education to more of an in-person class that I'll be teaching in the fall at a university here. So, you know, I've really kind of thought about how I can now take this information and now almost siphon it down, where it's like, you know, the level that you're going to learn in college is a little bit more in depth than what you're going to learn on the high school level. And, you know, the last couple of weekends I've been recording all these video lectures for these slides I've been putting together. And, you know, I'm kind of in talk with a bunch of high schools down in Florida about kind of implementing it as part of their esports club. And, you know, I think, like you said, it's nice to add this academic angle to what's going on in these scenes, to kind of give them like a taste of, okay, cool. It's cool that you want to play this video game, but why don't you learn about League of Legends MOBA scene and what a MOBA is, and some famous MOBA teams, and hey, look at how much money these guys are making, you know, and just trying to kind of give you some buzzwords so that you can like have a conversation in the industry. And, you know, as someone who grew up always in the music and sports biz, I love, you know, reading, you know, the stories of Drew Rosenhaus and Jerry Maguire and like those big A&R guys that like find the untapped artist and just bring them to stardom. Like, that's what I love, the Jimmy Iovine's of the world. So it's just kind of like, that's the folklore that I look up to. So I think that there'll be this next generation of people that look at, gaming pioneers in that light.
Got you, got you. Now I got something for you, son. So, if you could be a character in a game, what game would it be, or what character, like, if you could create your own character, what would it have? Like, what would you do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is like the external version, like of yourself right now. I want to know like what game you would want to be in, and what would you do? Like, what would you have?
I mean, I'm definitely a big Marvel guy, so I'm thinking that like the kind of superpower I'd like would be like, mind control or being able to read minds. I feel like a kind of a Professor Xavier where you're just like this super smart, like control minds, read minds, like 2 steps ahead of everyone kind of play.
Yeah, got you. Now, my next question to you is: there's a lot of managers and talents and law people out here and everything like that. Like, do you think it'd be dope if y'all had like a gaming tournament, like an actual battle where
Like a mixtape.
like where it's not just the pro players or whoever, but it's the actual people that's behind the scenes. And on top of that, I love the fact that you're not like just this behind the scenes person. I love the fact that you, as a person that represent other people and other talent, you also know your own value as well, and you put yourself out there. I love that. It makes me think about like Jay-Z and Damon Dash, you know what I'm saying, back in the day. Damon Dash is managing a lot of stuff, but he's also his own entity. So when you see him, you're excited too, like when you see some of the talent. And that right there, oh man, it goes hand in hand. It's very strong, so I think that's important. But yeah, man, like I think that oh man, I think that'd be so dope if there was some sort of tournament where you and Nate Shot battled in Call of Duty, like like stuff like that, man. I think that.
I mean, I'm ready to get beat by anyone in 2K. I've definitely played with some of the 2K pros, and it's fun for them to carry me. But I definitely know the level of my gameplay versus theirs.
Oh man, no, that's hilarious. So now, what I like to ask this to everyone, because I think it's very important. But what was a moment in your life when you felt like you was at your lowest and things couldn't get any worse, but you managed to find strength in that moment that allowed you to be successful today?
I mean, I would say that, probably a few years ago, probably like 7 years ago, there was this talent that I was, I don't really manage, like managing in the turn. That's like a big step. It's like a big difference between being like, this pseudo manager, consultant, advisor role that I've kind of taken with a lot of people, and being you're like, yo, call me to do everything manager. Like that's
Right.
like a big step. Like during law school, I was that for a pretty big DJ, and that cured me of ever wanting to do that. So this was a pretty unique fashion designer that, we ended up, getting this huge media music mogul dude. We're sitting on his couch looking at his like amazing artwork, and this guy makes an offer. And like I pull the kid aside. I'm like, we got to go back with somebody. And we talk. And then 2 seconds later, he's just like, I'm taking it. Let's go. And lo and behold, I'm doing all this crazy stuff for a big fashion week event at Meatpacking. And the vibe was just off. And it was just kind of like the next day, they just completely like removed me from it. And it was just kind of like, I brought you from, nothing to this. I was supposed to be an integral part of this. And it was just like, oh, well, maybe you're just not cool enough. Or I don't even know what it was. It was just and it was just like, wow, like it just really showed you how this dude's calling me at like 10 o'clock at night, asking what Madden team he should use. And then it's just like, oh, well, we're good. Have a nice day. Like shunned out of everything. It's like, okay, well, it just really kind of was like, oh, like I'm like pushing this guy hard. Like I'm really kind of, like I said, managing him, where like everyone I know, it's like, oh, check out this guy, check out this, it was like
Yeah.
really gung ho on it. And it was just really brushed aside without a second thought. And it was just like, okay, well, this is a real lesson that like you really let it get too far, where like, I don't really give my cell phone number out to people. Like it was like a big thing to get my cell phone number, to be able to like text me and be able to like kind of put me on the spot when you want to talk to me, like
Right.
that's a big line, especially as an attorney, where it's like, like I'm here
Yeah.
from 9 to 5 in the office. Call me on the office, send me an email. I'll get back to you when I can. Like, unless you're Jay-Z or Kanye, I'm not really going to be on demand for you.
Right.
So it was just kind of like he was getting to that level and he was doing stuff for that kind of people, like, Lady Gaga's and, people wearing it in Grammys and award shows and all this crazy stuff. I mean, that's the story of him,
Wow.
Good luck. It's sad. Like, it's sad how it all panned out for him because since then, like, nothing happened. And it was just like, I've been just continuing on, but it was upsetting, it was like, I'm like doing all this stuff, going above and beyond. And then it showed you that it really didn't matter.
Yeah. That, it's those situations. The reason why I always ask that question, and I've asked this question to like everybody, like, like, all the types of people that I be interviewing, you know what I'm saying? And I ask this question to everybody, and the answers that you would hear, you would be surprised coming from the person that you're talking to. It's kind of like, it's like mind blowing. So what I want to say to you, Jay, is within that lesson, obviously I know there's a lot that you learn, but one of the key things is a lot of times people, especially talent, they dwell on what they think may be lost, not realizing what they think is a loss could be the actual most important victory, in that moment. You know what I mean? That's going to be the moment that's going to define their career going forward. So as someone that represents talent and stuff and helping people get money and things like that, like, how important is the actual personal relationship, the friendship outside of just the business? Like, how important is that? Or do you talk about that in your book, that there's strategy within having a relationship instead of just only having a business relationship to determine your success? Like, can you talk about that a little bit?
I mean, I think I'm the example of why sometimes mixing business and friendship is a problem. I think sometimes the line gets blurred. Sometimes as, the attorney or the manager or the professional in the room, you just have to say what the deal is and it just has to be listened. And sometimes when you're a little bit too buddy, that conversation starts to become a little bit tougher. And then when you start kind of being, okay, what's going to cost you this? It's like, oh, wait, but, and, the pandering and the meandering. And then it's like, oh, but we're boys. What's the boys rate? And it's just like, it's hard. It starts to become hard when it's like, oh, I'm coming to your fun events and I'm, doing all this good stuff. But it's like, okay, well, that's like part of me is being this networking guy who's part of this industry. But then there's also the part of like, yeah, like I went to law school. Like this is a very valuable knowledge and you don't know it. And like, that's the biggest thing I've really learned. It's like, if you knew the answers to your questions, you wouldn't be asking them, and if somebody else was willing to give you the same information for the same free or whatever that you're looking for, you would be there, and I think that's what you learn about it, where it's like, but like, I think that's also important to have a rapport with them because they have to trust you. They have to know that you have your best interests at heart, because at the end of the day, what's good for them is good for you. What's good for you is good for them. And it's one of these things where I have this all the time, and it's, it's the biggest shame where it's like, you're trying to help a talent, you're giving them all these great ideas and, spend an hour or two giving them the master plan. And then 3 months later, it's like, bro, like, we're going to have the same conversation again. Like, I don't have time for that. And, there's even people that I've just dropped because they just didn't have the hustle or grind or the focus that you needed. And as you know, there's levels to this. And once you kind of get stuck in these different levels, you need to do things to change the messaging, to get you up to that next level. Because how many people have 20,000 or 50,000 followers or 100,000? Like, there's so many people that are at these different levels that if you don't do things to distinguish yourself from them, it doesn't matter. Everyone with 5-10 million people, the top 1%ers, they're good. Kim Kardashians and Steph Curry's and LeBron's and, Faker and Ninja and Nick Merckx, they don't have to worry. They have offers coming to them all the time. It's everyone else that's trying to grow. Like, these people don't realize that there's 20,000 people that have 20,000 followers at least, if not way more than that. So you're competing with all those people in that price range. Right. Maybe they're, like I've been talking with a brand all day and the guy's like, hey man, I have talent that's double the size of who you're talking about and wants half the money. It's like, well, there's nothing I can do about that. You know,
Yeah.
like maybe they don't know what their own value is, or maybe, they're willing to do things for less, but like that's just not the standard that I'm trying to set. So I
Got you.
think, you know,
Yo, man, I love the way you broke everything down, man. And like once again, man, do you got the book on you? Can you hold the book up so they can see it? Like, make sure y'all go get this book. You see it, The Essential Guide to the Business and Law of Esports and Professional Video Gaming. Get this book for real. And one of the reasons why I got my boy Justin on, because he's actually my boy. This is my bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And one of the things that you see right here happening is on the business level, he does represent me. You know what I'm saying? And it helps me out tremendously. But at the same time, we help each other out, and we do so many things for one another, and we build that relationship. So at the end of the day, I just want y'all to understand that I'm gonna break it down to you like this to make it more clearer. If you want it, you're gonna go get it. Period. No excuses. If you want it, you're gonna go get it. And if you got people that's willing to donate their time, which is something you don't get back, forget the money for a second. If you got people that's willing to donate their time, and they got that much care and love and belief in what you can do, then you can go so far. You'll be so surprised. But you gotta want it. You gotta set the tone and the standard for your own success. And then anybody that's around you, if they don't meet that standard, then you know who's need to be cut off, and you know who's going with you. My man Justin is somebody that comes with me. And the beauty of it is I can go with him. And that right there is very important. And I think before the business and all these other things come into fruition, you gotta understand the importance of character, the importance of who you are to generate the value, to make everything else around you work in your favor. I just wanted to clear that up because I got so much out of you today, Justin, on the way you answer the questions, man. And I just think something like that statement that needed to be said, So now I got a few more questions and then we can wrap it up. Now, my next question is, I want to get your insight on a lot of things that's going on in gaming, not just, esports. I'm talking about gaming as a whole. So PlayStation, they just, acquired Evo. You know what I'm saying? And we all know that the fighting game community is the least invested, community out there. And although it's like you see a lot of black people, like, winning and doing a lot of things there, and Sonic Fox is one of the main dudes there. What are your thoughts on a company like PlayStation, getting involved heavy with the FGC? And what does that mean for you? Like, what do you see? What's your perspective when you see things like that happen?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think it's great that, a company like that who obviously has access to a huge infrastructure, and, Sony's one of these mammoths in tech and electronics and gaming. And I think in terms of the fighting game community overall, is that it's very segmented. It's very much game, like you have Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, and Smash, and everyone's kind of in their own world. And then it's a lot very release based. So when the new game comes out, everyone's playing it and it's great. And then, in between, it just kind of dies out because how many times can you play Mortal Kombat 11? You're waiting for the next one. And what I do think, from people that I've spoken with in the community, is that Riot Games is working on a fighting game that's going to essentially unify a lot of the different titles, and a lot of the top players are just going to compete in it. And that's when a lot of the organizations are going to get involved, because we know how Riot Games does with League of Legends and Valorant, and what they're going to do in the mobile space with Wild Rift. They just have a very esports focused, and they know how to do it properly. So a lot of teams believe in these products, and I think that's kind of the problem, where it's like, oh, you're great at Street Fighter, but how do you play against Tekken player or a Mortal Kombat player? It's different mechanics, different control, So I think that once you kind of have all of these guys on one game playing it, there could be just a lot more interest in it. And that's where I think Evo and, a play like Sony might make sense, where it's like, we could do something, and like this could be like a crown jewel in the Evo series. This, everyone could play their own games, but then everyone comes together to play this game.
Got you. So now my next question, it involves brands. So you talk and deal with brands all the time. What's the common thread? Like, what's the common interest that you've noticed between so many brands and different brands that you speak with, whether, non-endemic or endemic, whatever it is? But what is the commonality, so to speak, when it comes to what brands are looking for, what their expectations are when it comes to the gaming industry and getting involved in it?
Yeah, I mean, I think, the thing that's I noticed is that a lot of them are kind of looking for what they want. They want someone that's kind of true to their original message, not too far out of the box, that they can really kind of, stay within what they're already doing. Like, I talked to
Mm.
like a beer company that was already investing in action sports. So they're like, okay, we want an action sports star who's into gaming. So they're able to kind of stay
Mm.
true to their core and their messagery and who they're looking at, but also start to dip their foot and kind of get some of the gaming community and maybe some of his fans who are interested in his gaming, not necessarily just, his BMXing or whatnot. So I
Got
think that
you.
that's really, unique, that brands are really not trying to just jump into gaming just cause. It's part of a much more strategic play than
Got you.
just saying, okay, esports is cool, let's put money at whoever, you
Got you,
know.
got you. Now it makes a ton of sense, man. It makes a ton of sense. You know me, I talk to brands and stuff all the time too. It's just that because we come from different perspectives, because like one of the things that I noticed with me, and you're starting to notice even more, because we working together, is brands and just people that's not in the know have a preconceived notion of who they think you are. So they label you without knowledge of what you can actually do. So the value that you actually have gets devalued out the gate just because they're not aware. You know what I'm saying? So one thing I like to do is always show why I'm hip hop gamer. I don't just say I am, I try to show why I am. So the more people that see me, they see, oh, I didn't know this, or I didn't know that. Oh, we can do this, oh, word. And then now the conversation changes. What in your book, do you have like maybe like like a 3 to 5 step must have, or a 3 to 5 step must do, like things that you feel will help people's career better, along their journey? If so, what are some of those things that you can point out?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing is, I think that's kind of the theme of the book is that, this is a real profession. You have to treat it like a business. And, that was always the thing I said with the
Got you.
music business is like, they call it the music business because this is a business. And like, you have to approach it like a career, a profession, which means, if you're starting a small business, you're going to form a corporation or LLC. You're going to open a bank account. You're going to, keep business expenses and records. You're going to do proper write-offs. You're going to, do a trademark screening search and trademark application of your name. You're going to copyright a logo that you're going to be licensing for different merchandise or gaming control. Like you're going to kind of get this infrastructure, and I kind of call it like your house in order. You need to have this business
Mm,
foundation in order for you to then go out into the world and start, making money at this. And it applies to if you're trying to start events and run tournaments, trying to be a streamer, you're trying to start a team, trying to publish your own games. You need to look at this from the get-go as a business and approach it that way. Because if you
mm.
don't, you can get yourself in a problem. And that's kind of, the thing we're talking about with these contracts is, players just like, oh, the team owner is fun. I'm so excited. All the other teammates signed. And it's like, well, first off, you don't know what the agreement the other players signed are
Right.
necessarily. And at the end of the day, you have to be smart and protect yourself and understand that what you sign is going to be enforceable. And I think,
Mm.
that's like the biggest message. It's like, this is real. You have multimillionaires, billionaires investing in this, and they have really smart advisors. You think that Robert Kraft's financial advisor is going to let him invest $20 million in Overwatch unless there's some good reasoning there.
Yeah.
We might not be privy to all of the, the 5 year, 10 year, what their bigger,
Plan
plans
is.
are, but they have smart enough people around them that are doing the due diligence that they're not just throwing, writing a $20 million check just cause. So, I think that's kind of what I'm trying to like get everyone to realize that like you know, it's evolved from everyone just doing it at a GameStop for a free Xbox game.
Right.
You have kids in the Dota 2 International where they literally are multimillionaires overnight. You literally win the Dota 2 International and you make like $3 to $5 million each player. Like literally, you are a multimillionaire overnight, and it's like, you know, numbers talk. Like you can say whatever you want to say, but you know, you're making $3 million from winning a tournament. Like you're doing something right.
Yeah, nah, definitely, man. So look, we about to get up out of here, but Justin, I gotta ask you, man. R.I.P. DMX. One of your favorite songs with DMX, man.
Funny, I mean, I was listening to "Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood" on the ride home.
Get down,
but
like
I think,
what?
I think Rough Riders Anthem is probably the song. You know, Stop, Drop,
Shut them down, open up shop.
I don't think you can beat that.
Let's go. Whoa, yo, so you get me hyped. I'm getting hyped right now. Yeah, man. Yo, rest in peace to DMX, man. And and well, one thing I would say, just is and you know what, I'm just, you know, talking to the audience, man. Like I met Justin at NBA 2K draft event, and what's so funny is like we met, and anybody that knows me, you know my energy. It's kind of hard not to love me. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know how I go. So I see Just, you're like, yo, what's going on? What's you know how I go? And then he's like, yo, let's talk, let's make things happen. And look at us now. So I said that to say this. Be a person of your word for real. Be a man and be a woman of your word. Because believe it or not, relationships is everything. Period. I don't care how many followers you got. Remember, no matter how big you are, anybody can fall. But with the right relationships and the right character and the energy that you bring to anything that you're involved in, because I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of things that's going to be dirty. There's a lot of things that you're going to encounter that's wrong, that's foul. But just because wrong things was done to you doesn't mean you have to become what you hate. You know what I'm saying? Take it as a lesson, figure things out, but always show love in what you do. Because the last thing you want to do is give people an opportunity to use you against you because of a moment you slipped up. Even if you was in the right, it doesn't matter all the time. You got to rise above in order to become great to get what you need to get. And that's all I want to say. I just want to leave it like that. Make sure y'all get the book. Where can they get the book? Where can they find you at, Just?
Well, yeah, you know, thank you so much for having me. And everyone follow me on Twitter, Justin J ESQ. My DMs are open, so I'm always willing to talk. And, you know, the book is available in hard copy, soft copy, ebook on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Google Books. You know, Google it and you shall find it.
No doubt. That's what I'm talking about. So look, y'all, it's the one and only hip-hop gamer, Logitech G, Ford models on your hot 9-7 every day. That's my word. One love and God bless. And we are out of here. Peace. Yeah. Y'all already know what it is, man. So first off, did y'all enjoy the interview? Please let me know. Did y'all enjoy that interview, man? Word up. Talk to me.
Conquer.
Shout out to Al Turner in the building, Mr. Mass in the building. So,
Customize.
LOL, are you still there? Because if you are, we about to go online right now.
Local.
Crystal is in the building. What's up, Crystal? God bless you, superstar.
Online.
How you feeling? No doubt, Mass. ILL. So, yo, LL, get ready, man. I'm coming at you right now, son.
Private 1 versus 1.
Coming at you right now. Word up. Let's go, Crystal. I'm always great. Yo, I sent you the invite, bro. J Mac in the building. Salute, my dude. What's going on, dog? Game legend. Yo, thank y'all so much, man. Like, y'all know how I get down, man. I do all types of different types of interviews and stuff, and I just want to bring y'all some dope information, some dope knowledge, and I want y'all to use it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if you want a career and stuff like that in this space. All right, let's go. So right now, if y'all see LOL in the chat, I'm battling LOL right now. So let's go, L. All right, let's go. Shout to L in the building. Let's get it. Always Crystal got you.
Shaolin Trap Dungeon.
All right, yo, this is like one of the most fun parts of what I do. Just being able to, you know, play with y'all, you know, y'all in the chat, and then we playing the game. Let's get it. All right, LOL, let's go.
You are his reincarnation. Round 1. Fight.
Oh, disrespectful. Oh, come on, man. Are you serious? Yo, all right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Round 2. Fight.
Come on, man. Hey. Let's go. Are you being real disrespectful? Real disrespectful, son. Let's go! Let's go!
One path is better.
Yeah, facts, Game Legend.
Fight.
Oh, shoot. Let's go! Let's go, baby! Let's go! Let's go!
Fatality.
Let's go. What's going on, Wicked? You hear me?
No.
Let's go. Edwin Robles in the building. What's up, E? Ebro, I don't know where Ebro at right now. But much love to you, bro. What's going on? We got that dub. Yeah, there is somewhat of input delay, you know, obviously. Yo, LOL, you gonna rematch or what? What's up? Let's go, y'all.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh, come on, man. Oh, come on, man. No! No! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go, baby! Let's go! We out here! We out here, son. We out here in these streets.
Round 2, fight.
Oh! Hey. Oh no! Oh my god! Let's go.
Final round. Fight. You suck.
Hey, man. No, come on. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Let's go. Let's go. That was mean right there, baby.
Fatality.
Yo, Lawrence, what's going on, baby? Yeah, I saw the Mortal Kombat movie. I gave it a 7 out of 10. I liked it. I actually really liked it. But there was like areas that could have been better, you know, in the storytelling and in the acting and stuff. But Kano is the man. Sub-Zero was dope. Kung Lao was fire. I mean, the movie was good. All right, so we're gonna do one more match. We're gonna do one more match. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, Wicked. Yo, LOL. Yeah, I know the input lag, man. Trust me, like I said, my internet connection is crazy, but it's not the same as offline. Offline is obviously always the best. So trust me, I feel you, man. I feel you.
Round 1, fight.
Hey, man. Come on, B. Oh my gosh. Let's go! What a comeback! What a comeback! Let's go, Inbox. What up, Inbox? What's poppin'?
Round 2, fight.
Yo, how many of y'all agree that Johnny Cage should be the Miz? They should get the Miz to be Johnny Cage. Hey. Come on! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Alright, that's it right there, baby. That's it. Alright. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, yo, so everybody show love to the Wicked King. You know what I'm saying? My man LOL in the chat. Shout out to him. Much love to him. So, y'all, look, man, that's it, man. I hope y'all enjoyed tonight's stream. You know what I'm saying? It's the one and only HipHopGamer. thank y'all so much. I hope y'all enjoyed the interview. You know, I really just hope y'all enjoyed, you know, spending the time with me and the information that I wanted to share with y'all. So I hope I did a great job tonight. There's a lot more stuff coming up. Make sure y'all check me out on David Jaffe's show this Thursday. It's gonna be epic. And yo, you already know what it is with me. You know what I'm saying? The GOAT of the game. You already know how it go down. So on that note, one love. God bless. Yeah, son. I gotta shout you out, LL. Thank you so much, bro. Good game. I see you. Mass. Nah, it's more fatalities. I just only know that one off the top of my head. Game Legend. Everybody that showed up today. Crystal. My boy Big Cloud. Lawrence. All of y'all, man. Everybody that showed up, man. Much love. And I thank y'all so much. All right. Y'all have a great night. It's the one and only hip hop gamer, Logitech G, on your hot 9-7 every day. That's my word. One love. God bless. The GOAT of the game. And we out of here, son.